somebody grew up and this person has never known who his father is. This person is in his late 20s. And he doesn't, this person doesn't he doesn't feel bothered, but there is this thing inside of him that I still want to know who
My father
is. So what kind of advice or what kind of answer can you give that person to stay satisfied? Should that person keep hoping that one day that God will make my path and that of my father's, if he's still alive, cross?
Okay, so number one, and I mean we are believers and this is a Christian show, it's not a secular show.
Yeah.
So the first thing I will always say in this situation is go to God in prayer. So we attend the same church, and you know what Pastor Coach will teach us. You don't have faith for what God is not sending you to do. You get? Don't start faithing what God has not sent you to do. We faith when we hear God. It is what we hear God about that we begin to faith for and begin to believe for. So number one is, what is God saying about it? Is God saying go in search of your father? Is God saying hold on? Is God keeping silent over it? If God is keeping silent, that means that you just need to be calm and keep praying about it. If God says go in search, that is where you take a step of faith. Start asking questions. If you have your mother's siblings, those who were there when your birth occurred, those who were there when your mom had you, when you were growing up, start asking questions of, okay, where did my mom find this man? How was the pregnancy journey? Did this man ever show up? Those kind of questions will begin to point us to where your father could be, where he could be from. He might not even be alive. He may even be alive. He might be somewhere outside of your location, outside of your country. But then the first step is to know what God will have you do at that time. What God will have you do in year 1 might not be what God will have you do in year 2. You get? So if God says go in search of your father, the first thing is to, and you know God is a very good God. Like Pastor Koji will always say, he might not speak to you loudly, but in the tiny details of your daily activities, you can find answers to this thing. You can be in the vehicle and somebody is talking about a particular man. It happens. You can be in the vehicle and they are giving a gist on, you know how I found my father, and my father was just so loving. It's a pointer. So in that